So the other day, I stumbled across some Instagram posts which were quite interesting to say the least. Yes, I do go barefoot everywhere. Why worry about what strangers think of me? They do not pay my bills. Make shopping fun again. Bro, this post was made by a hookworm. I have so many questions. Why does shopping become more fun barefooted? It does not make sense. Normal people go barefoot. I found the weird part of the internet again. Help. This gets so much weirder, so welcome to today's video. So now that we got that cleaned off, let's start up with today's video. Apparently there's an entire movement that's pushing for the normalization of walking around barefoot. And I know you're probably wondering, why? Well, I mean, good thing they have an explanation on their website. This says, people go barefoot for many reasons, not just comfort. Simply put, our members go barefoot for medical, cultural, religious, safety, and health conditions. However, people are still bullied and discriminated against because they believe there are laws preventing them from going barefoot in public. There's no such laws. That's why we exist. Wow, powerful stuff. They're really breaking the boundaries of the human race here. I thought we wore shoes to protect our feet and keep them clean, but hey, to each their own. But while I was looking at their website, I noticed they had a YouTube channel, so you know we had to check that out together. So this video seems like a high production video. This one's called Clyde and Maria Barefoot in the Grocery Store. That sounds like a good time.
Hello, sir.
Yes, can I help you?
I noticed you are not wearing shoes.
Don't tell anyone. I don't want to get yelled at.
It's okay, I am barefoot too. I hate wearing shoes.
Bro, what is this? Why is this a thing? This is what they come up with? Why did someone make a poor animation to attempt to normalize walking around barefoot? Why would they even think this would normalize walking around barefoot and not make it so much more odd? Man, this community is so messed up. Who made this animation? Good question. Thank you, Dad.
Going barefoot is much healthier than wearing shoes. I don't know why more people don't do it. People try to tell us there are laws against us. I looked it all up. There has never been any laws against us. Only myths and fake news.
I wonder where all that came from.
Laws against us. Us. They're talking about this like this is a cult. Barefooters unite. My question is though, like, what do they do when they get home? Do they instantly just wash their nasty feet? Because like normal people will just take their shoes off as they get home to avoid, you know, tracking in all the filth from outside into their home. But sure, I mean, if you live on the beach, why not? But if you live in a city like New York City, you know the saying, it's 5 o'clock somewhere? There's probably someone defecating on the streets of New York City right now as I'm recording this video, and right now as you're watching this video. Think about that before walking around barefoot. Then you also have glass and sharp objects to worry about. It just doesn't sound like a good time.
So do you retract your statement, your original statement?
Of what?
You said Clyde and Maria barefoot in the grocery store sounds like a fun time.
Maybe I do backtrack on that, but still, I mean, like, it's just a very interesting title of a video, hence why the reaction of it sounds like a fun time. And the whole defecating thing, I mean, like, the only reason I thought of that right now was because Hannah and I, we were thinking about moving to LA at one point. This was probably back in 2018 or something like that. And I went to a viewing, and it was a very nice apartment, super nice, but the rent was like $3,500 a month. And then as soon as I walked outside to the street, so I went down the stairs, got out of the lobby, and right there was a homeless man defecating on the sidewalk right outside the building I was supposedly having to pay $3,500 a month to live in. That was a big no thank you. I don't know why I came up with the example of New York City when that happened in LA, but I feel like that stuff happens in both of those cities. So would I be walking barefoot in any of those cities? Absolutely not. But let's continue with this interesting animation.
Actually, it started in the 1960s. Businesses used to be allowed to discriminate against black people, Hispanics, and Asians. In 1964, the Civil Rights Act changed all that. Businesses had to serve everyone regardless of skin color, sexual preference, or religious beliefs.
I can't believe businesses were allowed to discriminate against people for being a different skin color. Glad that is over.
Back then also, hippies were considered anti-American. They did not want to go to the Vietnam War. They protested going to war.
Lots of people died in Vietnam.
Yes. The one thing the minorities and the hippies had in common was that they went barefoot all summer everywhere. Shoes were only for school and church when the weather was nice. So businesses started putting up signs banning barefoot people. Because most people that went barefoot were minorities and hippies.
So it was how it started?
Exactly. The businesses then tried to say it was against the law, the health department, or against insurance companies. They did not want to get in trouble with the civil rights movement, so they made up junk excuses so no one knew the truth.
Well, that got insanely serious real fast. I guess you learn something new every day. I'm not 100% sure if this is all correct or not, but sure, let's move on with the video.
I always did it because I hate shoes.
I hate shoes also. People that wear flip-flops want to go barefoot, but think it is against the law. They don't know why they are even wearing them. They actually think it is freedom.
Everyone that wears flip-flops thinks they are free. They actually symbolize being in bondage.
Girl, excuse me. What now? What? Well, you heard it here first, folks. The average flip-flop enthusiast is in bondage every time they use them? What? I don't know why, but this is giving me like, I'm 14, this is deep vibes. Mentally enslaved much?
Are you that mentally enslaved and intellectually subservient and intellectually and ideologically?
When people say you should flip-flops on so nothing falls on your foot.
Yes, that relatable moment when?
You are awesome.
Are they gonna kiss? Is that what's happening here now?
Kiss, kiss, kiss.
You can learn more about the barefoot lifestyle by going to Barefoot is Legal's website, www.barefootislegal.org. They have all the health benefits of going barefoot and all the information showing there are no laws against it.
Thank you for sharing. I will check out barefootislegal.org. I wonder if they are on social media.
Yes. They're on Facebook, Twitter, Mew, YouTube, Wimkin, Rumble, and almost everywhere else.
Okay, my man Clyde over here is low-key better at shameless promotions than me. If you haven't subscribed to this channel by now and liked this video, you should. That was me trying to do a shameless promotion, but please do it. Also hit the bell notification so you actually get notified when I upload a video. That'd be great. Well, let's move on to the next video, because this video is called Petty Shoe Dress Codes. Alrighty then, let's take a look. This is giving me the same vibes as like that woman who was claiming air conditioners are sexist. But it seems like the barefoot is legal community, they're pretty annoyed about this. They're like, oh, petty shoe dress codes. Well, we're gonna make this petty video in response to that. That'll get them. Personally, I mean, I don't care what other people do, except if you're coming into my house. I mean, if you're a barefooter, I mean, power to you, but if you're gonna come into my house, I would prefer you to wash your feet before dragging in fecal particles all up in my house. Let's prefer to keep that out of there. I'll point you right out to my garden hose. If you see me in the streets, I'll be wearing shoes. If you see me on the beach, I'll probably be barefoot. There's a time and place for everything. Maybe we shouldn't walk around on nasty streets with bare feet. And I mean, hey, you can't even trust other human beings. I mean, why would we trust that they're going to throw away all their glass bottles in the trash can and not on the ground? And then suddenly you step on glass, suddenly you have a massive hole in your foot, then you step on some fecal particles, then you have a massive infection, then you have to amputate your foot, and then suddenly you regret being a barefooted altogether. So maybe we shouldn't walk around barefooted. That's just my take. But I do find it interesting that the no shoes, no service policy is rooted in discrimination. Didn't know that. I don't know if it's 100% true because I haven't fact checked that because I'm basically just reacting to this video here, but that is an interesting thing. I guess it's safe to say that you learn something every day. But what do you guys think about all this? Please let me know in the comments down below. If you're new here, I welcome you to my channel. It'd be awesome if you subscribed. I'll see you guys in the next video, which is hopefully very soon. Peace.